Hey everyone. Hello, how's it going? It's an absolute honor to be here with you today. My name is Connor Balfany. I'm a PhD researcher, the Chief Scientific Officer, and the co-founder of the Leaf Protein Co. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about how we are redefining our food production landscape. I'm going to tell you about how we are increasing crop efficiency and sustainability, a way that we can give additional revenue streams to farmers for existing croplands, a way that we can foster biodiversity. And we do this by harnessing the most abundant source of protein in the entire world, that which is found in green leaves. So it's no question to anyone in the room that the plant-based space is booming right now. There's estimates for it to eclipse 100 billion by the end of the decade, and yet despite this, a vast majority of sources are bottlenecked down to only a few handfuls of protein. Soy, wheat, and pea all have limited applications. For instance, all three have allergenicity concerns, with 2 of them being in the major 8. There's other people avoiding them for dietary intolerances, such as gluten, people avoiding GMOs. We have deforestation being linked to monocrops, resource use, non-native species, the list goes on. There needs to be a better way for us to grow our protein. And this is where leaf protein enters the space. Essentially, if something is green, it photosynthesizes. And if it photosynthesizes, it needs proteins to help with that reaction. These are the proteins that we extract and purify, and this means that we can be incredibly diverse in where we get our starting biomass from. We bought crop residues from small mom-and-pop farms. We've partnered with massive agricultural institutions. We partnered with processing facilities and packaging sheds. And now we're looking at regenerative agriculture, where we take tolerant species, plant them in soils that are affected by drought and saline conditions, use those for CO2 sequestration, and then harvest them for a protein source. So compared to the industry standard of soy, we can rival the protein content, and this is a complete protein with all the essential amino acids. We can produce this in concentrate or isolates, and we do this while being free from allergens as well as GMOs. We already talked about the diversity, but because we can use the crop byproducts, we are being more sustainable, increasing the efficiency of existing crop systems. The functionality is unrivaled because it's a different type of protein than the storage proteins found in those other plant proteins. And we do this with an extraction process that keeps the end product clean label. So we essentially buy these biomass sources, and we apply our proprietary extraction technology to produce concentrates or isolates, depending on the downstream application, and sell those to companies that are taking part in the food-based manufacturing space. What's more is that we can actually tailor this extraction process to target the functionality desired for the end product, which means that we can produce a different protein, whether it's going into an alt-meat burger or a plant-based dairy beverage. And this is exactly why the companies are so interested in us. The functionality of leaf protein is unrivaled. It's actually competitive against animal-based products as well. For instance, foaming, it outcompetes egg white for foaming and capacity and stability. Because it's a much smaller protein, it means it emulsifies much better, similar to the ones found in dairy products. So it gives very creamy dairy textures and milks and cheeses. It gels at a lower concentration than any other plant protein on the market. And because it's not a storage protein like the soy, wheat, and pea, by nature they're designed to be very large and insoluble and resilient. It's very, very soluble and will give none of that gritty texture. And this is exactly why we have over 50 companies trialing our product right now, and that number is growing very, very rapidly. And this is all thanks to a team that has over 70 years of experience in the field. My CEO and co-founder regrets that she can't be here today, but we are busy setting up our pilot scale extraction facilities in Australia at the moment. We have protein extraction specialists who have spent decades in the area. We have food science directors who have worked for international companies, strategy advisors, and nutritionists, and we're really building out the team even more. So while we aren't currently fundraising, we really encourage anyone who's interested or sees the potential for collaboration to please stay in contact, as we will be having an additional round in the future. And we'll be using this to continue to build out the team, scale up our facilities, and continue to usher in a new era of plant-based protein. Thank you so much for your time, everyone. I look forward to meeting you at the booth.